Hey everyone, Scott Cunningham, aka Scottsy Business. Today we're going to be talking about DTube and covering all of the updates made to the platform. So they've gone through some major changes. They've launched their own blockchain, or at least a testnet. You can now upload from other websites like YouTube, which is huge. You can do a lot of new things, and we're going to dive into all of that right now. So I have previously covered this with Hyman Danger, who is the DTube founder, creator, and main developer. I did an interview with him not that long ago, and we looked at a lot of this, but that was the demo version, so there might be changes made since, as well as I'd like to just go through it again to reiterate that it is now launched and available for everyone to come use, check out, and claim their new account. So we'll start there. When you first log in, you'll notice that at the top it will say there'll be like a little prompt message telling you to claim your account, and it's free, no problems. You'll get 100 DTC when you claim it. As you can see here, this is probably like a nice little tutorial for you for that. But yeah, so you'll come on, you'll claim your new account, and then you'll notice on the side you log in to your regular account, and then you can also log into your DTube account. So you want to log into your DTube account, and then you'll notice you've got your DTC and then your voting power. Your DTC is just what you earn. You can spend it to promote your posts on DTube, which you would want to do right now, especially because it's not worth anything. It's just a test net. So just benefit yourself by getting your message out better and utilizing their promotions. And then your voting power, which will be used very similar. These will both be used similar to the way that Steem works, except there's no cap and there's no stake. It's just whatever you hold will gain you more voting power, which you can use as you please. And yeah, so let's take a look at the upload section. So, also actually, one thing to note is when you create a new account, the account is like from scratch. So you do have to still go and re-upload your profile picture and your cover photo and all that jazz, add your about section. And your videos won't appear at first, but you have to go and you have to connect your Steem account, and you can do that through Steem Connect. It'll just prompt to, I can't remember exactly what the prompt was, but you just have to log in and use your posting key, I believe, to grant access. And then there should be no problems when you go on here and you want to post on both platforms. And the reason that you want to post on both is because you'll be able to boost your post using DTC for the DTube network, as well as just you'll be able to earn DTC. So you'll have more opportunities to earn more and do bigger and better things if you're utilizing both. And there's really no detriment to having to claiming a DTube account. So you might as well. And I mean, it's not really obvious that you're going to upload to both. Like, it doesn't say it anywhere. There's no only upload to one, only upload to the other. It's really, you just have to make sure you're signed into both. Like, you could just sign into DTube and just post on DTube, or just sign into Steem and just post on Steem. But ideally, you would probably want to take advantage of both. So one of the huge updates is now you can add a link from any of these major legacy platforms, and it will automatically take your title, your tags, your description, your thumbnail, everything that you've got, and it'll upload that via YouTube to DTube. This allows people who are not savvy at all with Steem or DTube, and or cannot be bothered to learn the new blockchain ways, and it's not really that hard, but there's a lot of people who are going to have resistance against, learning something new. So it'll be a lot easier for them if all they have to do is just take their link, come over here, drop the link in, and it's good to go. Makes their lives a lot easier, makes other people's lives better so that they can still consume their content here. Unfortunately, it would still be affected by YouTube banning your video, because it's through YouTube that you're going to be watching this. But in the future, they're going to allow you to upload multiple sources, which is going to be hugely impactful for people who are concerned about censorship. But if someone comes to watch your video on DTube, you can upload natively, you can upload your YouTube, Vimeo, everything. So if you're banned in one location or the other, then people can just go through the list and there's no problems. It's very easy, very seamless experience. And that is game changing for enabling people to, circumvent censorship while still making it not super inconvenient for creators who are really just care about YouTube, but they're like, hey, maybe I'll try this new thing because it's not very hard to get into. And then when they see that they're able to earn tons of cryptocurrency, then they might get a little more serious and say, okay, maybe I'll actually start uploading to this platform. This is just a great way to onboard people from legacy platforms and just get people more used to using this, as well as, again, it is very, very easy to do. If you do want to see the full upload process, I share that in the demo, and I'll link that in the description in case you want to check that out. And it's also an interview with the creator if you want to go and check that out as well. So it's a pretty cool little, neat little video to get an inside take on what he's been working on and how he feels about Steem and censorship and everything going on, as well as the demo. But this will serve for really just covering a lot of the new features. So I mean, luckily they share what is new as well. So all of these have always been here. It's just similar to YouTube, like, trending videos, new videos. You can mark something to watch later if you want to watch something again. And then hot videos are they're trending videos that are new, so they're not super highly valued yet, but they're popular given how new they are. It is good. They share patch notes and things, so like really useful. So you get to know all the new updates that they're working on, everything they're coming out with, and you can kind of just follow along with that information. It makes your life a lot easier. Trending tags, all the stuff that you would normally see with DTube. You've got all of your notifications and everything. They've slightly changed the UI to just look a little bit more like YouTube, but it's a little more clean as well. It's a nice quality, simple, easy to use design. Something that is very, very interesting and new. And I don't think we talked about this in the demo in the interview, but in here there are DTube leaders. So it's very similar to witnesses, except on here, you can really I guess you could always just vote for anyone, but I guess right now, I don't think there's people who are actually mining, so to speak. Maybe DTube is, maybe some of these guys are, but for the most part, I don't think these people are actually like managing the blockchain yet. But this is how you will vote for witnesses on the DTube blockchain. So I don't know if I actually plan to run or anything, but I mean, if you support my, potential running as a leader, feel free to jump on here and vote for me. I am the 21st person on the list right now. So, if you do vote for me, it would be appreciated. And I mean, if there's a lot of people that are voting for me and are interested, then maybe I'll pursue it a little bit more diligently. And, also make sure to go and subscribe to my DTube. It is separate from Steem. So if you want notifications or, to see my new videos on DTube specifically when you're just on this account, make sure to go to my channel and subscribe to me there. So yeah, that's right. So for voting on DTube, you can just go to here to change what vote value you're going to be giving out by default. And again, that comes out of your VP, which is right here. But yeah, so lots and lots of new stuff, you guys. Really, really cool. Actually, here, let's take a quick brief dive into their latest updates, and we'll briefly cover this before we end it off. So this is something that I already shared. You can share videos and get more earnings for very, very little effort. Posting from a URL, share live streams and everything. That's actually pretty big. Like if you don't want to or if you're not able to download, say, your live stream like from YouTube without having to go into third-party applications and such, you can do a live stream and then you can post your live stream in the URL to upload to here rather than, you know, trying to use some third-party way to download the video, and it might be worse quality unless you pay, and all these different things. This kind of just gets around that and makes your life easier. As we obviously know, you need a new DTube account. They've got a new blockchain. Something that I actually didn't cover was, now when you upload, you only use one tag, and the other 4 tags that are added to your videos are based on what other people have added to your video to add the relevance. So if someone's like, okay, so this is a, you know, blockchain related video, I think another relevant tag would be cryptocurrency, and then they would vote on that, and that would be the second tag, and then, you know, someone else adds one, and as people are going through them, they can add, and whatever is, you know, the majority, that will be the representation of the keywords. And this is to prevent people from cheating and putting in like their videos in completely like irrelevant categories that are just more popular in hopes that they can get more views. This sort of circumvents that issue. Another thing that you can do that I briefly touched on is when you actually go to post your video, once you've uploaded it and you're ready to post, you'll see that you can promote your post using DTC. So, you know, you can get a lot more visibility if you're on the blockchain that DTube has now created, and you create your account and you utilize that. And because you start off with 100 for free, you know, you really might as well take advantage of that. And they've fixed their search as well, so that works a lot better. I guess there was issues before, and now there are not. Yeah, so that looks fine now. Yeah, actually, you know what? Well, let's just briefly go through this process here. I'm just going to grab one of my YouTube videos, and we'll just throw it up here. I'm not actually going to post it, just to show you what I was talking about. Okay, so I take my YouTube video, go to start uploading, and it does so flawlessly. I guess it doesn't actually take the tag because you've only got one tag anyway, so they want you to just specify that. But it takes everything really, really well. Makes your life way, way easier, and it's a super fast upload. There's no wait time for this to upload. You could just upload it, and then you can just go from there. So you can see here, you can decide how much DTC you want to burn to promote this. You can literally spend all of it, but based on how much you're willing to burn is how much it will be promoted. So again, considering this isn't live, you might as well utilize this to the best of your ability. And currently you have to use one of their predetermined tags, but as it gets used more, it will build out, and then you can add on to that as you go. And yeah, so there isn't a crazy amount of updates, but there's some very notable changes, like having to create a new account, being able to publish and promote your videos through DTube, being able to upload from other locations, and eventually they will have multi-sourcing, which is going to be game-changing for DTube users. And then, you know, we have leaders and a few other basic changes. Although this is really just relevant to the DTube blockchain, but it is worth checking out and considering who you might vote for. For witnesses, you can vote for a lot. On here, you can only vote for 5 leaders. So do keep in mind, as Hyman Danger explained in our interview, it's really because it's so challenging to keep up with all of the updates coming from 30 people that it's unrealistic to expect that people are actually keeping up with them and, you know, really having an idea of what these people represent and what they stand for. 5 people is a lot more realistic to keep up with, and it forces people to get a little bit more specific in who they really feel is representative of their ideals and values. So I hope this was a good overview. There's not a crazy amount of new changes, as I said, but there's some really, really useful changes. And, we're in the test net of the DTube blockchain, so there's obviously tons more to come. And again, if you haven't seen the interview with me and the founder, definitely go check that out as well. Again, it is in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think about DTube. Are you using DTube? What do you want to see next for DTube? Let me know in the comments below. I'm Scott Cunningham, aka Scottsy Business, signing off. Cheers.